Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Welcome back to the Field of 68 After Dark. It is a pleasure to be joined. He's coming to us straight from Chicago from the NBA Draft Combine. Devin Carter, the Providence superstar. He is a lottery candidate. There's no doubt about that. Rob Douster, Kevin Sweeney here with me, John Fanta, and Devin. It is great to have you, my friend. A lot of people, they watch the Combine games. They look at the measurements, and they're checking all that out. And obviously, you've been a stud at the Combine this week. But the stuff that people don't see, you were just telling us about your schedule. Well, what's the schedule look like for a prospect like yourself?
So you wake up, depending on your time and how many interviews you have with individual teams, usually like 30 minutes each. You start at 8:30 in the morning, and then you might go till noon, or you might go till 10:30. Like it just depends on what team you got, and how many you have in a day. So today I had four, so I started at 8:30, ended at 10:30, and then I had to do a whole bunch of media, pictures for ESPN, pictures. We had NBAE, some course, and then you have to take these courses, and I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, it's definitely a great experience. Just being around a lot of possible teammates, and definitely people who you're going to play against.
As you go through those interview processes, Devin, what are you kind of learning about what teams are looking for out of you? What are you learning about maybe yourself, and how is that going? Because a lot of people will say the most important part of the combine, it's not just the measurements, it's not just the vertical testing, but it's those interviews that you actually have with the guys that are going to be your employers one day.
Yeah, I think I'm doing me. I'm being myself. A lot of the people, I'm making them laugh and stuff. So just me being me, I think is the best way to approach it. So I've been having some great talks with different organizations, and I'm ready to work out for some of these organizations that I've met with so far within the next few weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, Devin, how much of a resource has your dad been going through this process? Obviously, him being so familiar with NBA life and what teams are looking for. How much have you leaned on him throughout?
I mean, I've leaned on him a lot, throughout my life, just for a lot of different things. But especially during this process, I mean, he didn't get drafted, he didn't get invited to the combine. Coming out of college, so he definitely got it a different way than I did. But I'm just super blessed to have somebody like that in my corner, somebody who's hands on in the league, and who knows what teams are looking for, and how to prepare me to speak to these teams and speak to anybody who I interact with out here. So definitely fortunate and blessed to have somebody like that who's been in the NBA like that. So
All right, DC, 42-inch vertical, 2.87 seconds, your time in the three-quarter court sprint. That is an NBA Draft Combine record. There's got to be some sort of trophy or a dinner at Gibson, something in Chicago that you should get for that. 2.87 seconds. We were talking, none of us have done anything in 2.87 seconds. What was that like? How'd you find out that you'd broken the all-time record, man?
Uh, I mean, well, I first went up to the 3/4 sprint. It's like you stand on a little time pad, and the moment you release your back foot, the time starts. So while the dude was explaining it to me, I asked him, I was like, "Who got the fastest time of the day?" And he pointed to the board. It was like 3.04 or something. I was like, "I could get that." And he was like, I was like, "What time do you want me to get?" He was like, shoot, you can shoot for like 3.03. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna get faster than that. So then literally right whenever I left my foot up, I just took off, and I didn't know what the combine record was. I think that's just the competitiveness in me, trying to get a time that somebody, just bet me, or like just like told me what time to get. I just want to get past that time. So
Sounds like we got the Olympics coming up next, 100-yard dash for you.
shoot, we never know. Might do some Tyreek Hill races or something.
Devin, take me through the the way that you prepare for the draft and the combine and some of these workouts versus the way that you will work out to prepare for a season? Like, does it change what you're working on skill development wise? Are you trying to do specific things that maybe will be more geared towards what your role will be at the next level, what teams are going to be looking for? Like, how does that stuff change for you throughout this process?
It doesn't really change. I think just the only thing that really stays consistent with every workout is, getting up a lot of reps with your jump shot and seeing the ball go through the net. I like to make shots. I don't like to take shots. So when I do shooting drills, I don't usually shoot out of. I mean, if I shoot out of a number, I put a set number that I have to get, or else I have to redo the spot. But usually, I make a certain amount of numbers from a spot, and then I move on. But then, yeah, just staying consistent with my jumper is probably the main thing. And then, some days we'll mix in ball handling. Some days, you might just do defensive slides just to keep your hips and stuff loose. But yeah, I mean, just staying consistent with the jump shot is one thing that I do with every workout.
When you shoot those jump shots, or if you got to move, you shoot them from like 8 feet behind the 3-point line, right? Are you worried about in the NBA shooting half court shots? Like, is that something you think is going to be a little bit of a knock for you?
I mean, I think that I have range that definitely extends.
Oh, we know.
It's, it's definitely gonna open up a lot more for me. Just gonna be me. Yeah, if I show that I could do it, in practice and game games and stuff. No, I'm definitely gonna still play the game I know how to play. If it's there, I'm gonna take it. I'm not just gonna force anything. But if it's for me and the shots that I actually work on and get reps at all day long, I mean, why not shoot it?
Yeah, Devin, we were talking before the show about your athleticism and that we weren't surprised that you tested as well as you did. But obviously, down the stretch of Providence, you looked beat up. Like we would see you walk off the floor at the end of games, and it was a struggle to get back to the locker room. Like the last couple of months, how good has it been to get back healthy, and how much do you think that contributed to your performance with some of the testing with the sprint and the vertical jump and all that?
Yeah, I mean, after the season, I just took 2 weeks off. And I went to Disney with ticket, and so I mean, it was definitely like just get some rest, ride some roller coasters, body back, uh, ready to work, tear nothing, irritate anything, but just take it slow first few days, and then slowly build your way back up, season shape and season form, the starts off season. So that's the way I look at it.
What was your favorite park at Disney?
I gotta say, the Hulk ride. And
Hulk ride was?
Well, wait, the
Tower
Hulk
of
is
Doom.
at Universal. The Hulk's at Universal, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying like Disney. We went to Disney and Universal, but I'm saying
You
like
did them
Disney
all.
was more, Yeah, we went to both. I should just say we went to Orlando. We went to Orlando.
Guardians of the Galaxy is the top 5 roller coaster I've ever been on in my life.
I didn't even get to go on it. Like the line. If the line was a little too long, it looked a little too standing for me from just sitting there.
And you went with Ticket Gaines, huh?
Yeah, I did. That's my brother, man. We're close off the court, and it's like one of the funniest people I've ever been around. So went out there, and then yeah, we just had a good time, man. It was fun.
You could talk about this now because in the past. I don't want you to name any names at all. But Devin, everybody in the college game talks about NIL, right? And how things are changing. Can you reflect without giving any names out of like the craziest thing that you got, the craziest offer, or somebody that literally was talking to you, trying to recruit you at any point when you were in a uniform already?
Yeah. It, I NIL when I was there, was kind of like the first year it kind of started for real. So it wasn't like I wasn't getting crazy offers or anything like that. But Yeah, I mean, I didn't go to Providence for the money at all. You know, I went for just the fan base. I'm sure, as you guys know. uh, but I went for the fan base. You know, had a good relationship with Coach Cooley, and yeah, man, I definitely, and I could have left after Cooley left and made a lot of money as well. But like I said, I couldn't leave the fan base, and I just wanted to, win at Providence. You know, grass isn't always greener on the other side. I like to water my grass. So, yeah, think just Kim coming in and everything he did and trust he put in me, just everything just added up. So.
What do you think of him as a coach, Kimmy?
Man, he's one of my favorite coaches I've ever had. Because the confidence he gives, not just me but the whole team, to shoot shots and to be yourself. And then, in practice he'll play 5-on-5. He'll pull out his Celtics jersey and tuck it in and hop in the drills and stuff. But nah, it's great though, man. He like I said, just the amount of confidence he puts in the whole team and just the things that he expect. They're very reasonable and things that you should do if you want to win. So
We
Devin,
know the story
before I
about him playing Jaden Pierre. Real quick, fan. We know the story about him playing Jaden Pierre to pull his name out of the portal, right? If he was to play you one-on-one right now to pull your name out of the draft and head back to Providence, how many points are you going to have to give him to be able to give him a chance to win? If you're playing 2-11, he's got to get 10. What are we doing?
I mean, Kim knows he's not winning a spot on me though, because we already played 1-on-1, and that was for me to either stay or uh hit the portal, but I stayed eventually. Just no, so.
Devin, before we let you go, just in the last 24 hours, a report surfacing Providence is going to play in the Battle for Atlantis in the Bahamas this upcoming season. The Friars will be in the Bahamas again. You were in the Bahamas this past year when the Friars were playing down there, and there were pictures of a shirtless guy, people going crazy. How much are Bahamas bars going to be helped by Friar fans down there for Feast Week?
Man, the Providence fans are the best in the country, Fana, and you guys know that as well. But they're gonna be everywhere. They're gonna be shirt off. They're gonna be everything. They might bring signs. You never know, but it's the best fan base, and I wouldn't trade it for anybody. Happy to see them all in the Bahamas.
And I believe that they will be there in Brooklyn on draft night when you are selected. There will be Friar faithful inside that building. Devin Carter, best of luck with your pre-draft process. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.